Strengthening the early childhood development for improved learning in later years, improving mother tongue-based bilingual education, poor infrastructure at schools, the eradication of pit latrines and budget cuts in the education sector are some of the issues that delegates at the 2025 Education Lekgotla are expected to deliberate upon and address. President Cyril Ramaphosa lamented government's delayed focus on early childhood development, citing a study that found that more than 80% of grade 4 learners in South Africa cannot read for meaning in any language, and another that ranks South Africa low in international mathematics and science for grade 4 and 8.
Minister is absolutely right. I've often said to her, we should have started with the early childhood development 30 years ago. And if there is any mistake that we have made as a nation, as a government, it is this one. That 30 years ago, we were blindsided, and we should have realized that to get this country to be put on a much higher plane of development, we should have started with early childhood development then. We would have had a cohort of people who would have started their learning much earlier and who would be contributing much more effectively.
Ramaphosa says correcting the mishaps in the sector must be the urgent task of the GNU government. He's also highlighted the importance of the Lekgotla at a time when the country is the host of the G20 Education Working Group.
The first basic education sector Lekgotla convened under a government of national unity, and your minister and deputy minister, as you can see all over their faces, everything about them, what they wear, the way they walk, the way they speak, is GNU. And that's what it is. And whether they themselves like it or not, they are branded with that, GNU. Now, it is taking place at the confluence of a number of developments are key to our nation's progress. The first of these is that we are now in the implementation phase of the medium-term development plan. It's government strategic framework for the next 5 years. The second is that we are now in the 5-year countdown towards achieving the Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations, and in particular SDG 4 on ensuring inclusive and equitable quality education and promoting lifelong learning opportunities for all. The third key development is South Africa's G20 presidency, with its theme of solidarity, equality, and sustainability.
The Basic Education Minister says the outcomes of this gathering must provide solutions to improve the quality of education and the budget constraints the sector faces.
We are at a crossroads in our education system where we've got a number of changes, but we've also got a number of challenges, particularly budget challenges. And so we want to see how the rest of the world is grappling with some of these things. But most importantly, what I want to be able to come out of here after the next 3 days is how do we improve the quality of education in South Africa, and that's really the obsession and really what we want to get out of this.
Meanwhile, disgruntled parents and members of the school governing body from Tsebentla Primary School, which has been under a cloud of controversy lately, staged a picket outside the venue demanding that their plights be heard. They accuse the principal of the school of being a law unto herself, further adding that the school has poor infrastructure that affects learning and teaching.
They see that parents are still fighting this fight to remove the principal because she got in our school illegally without a letter that says that we are reinstating you with immediate effect from the district. Barry is the employee of the GDE. Key employee Yabona. They need to see what they do with her while our kids get proper education. As we are sitting now, when I got to the infection, like she's got pimples, you understand, that is why we brought our kids here, so that they can see them. The toilets there, kids are 1960 something. But yet, district, it's school is really under Section 25, where they control the funds. I see the in and out of the money. What is that money doing? The school has been closed for 3 weeks, but money is going in and out of the school account. What are they doing?
The Lekgotla continues on Friday. Natasha Piri, SABC News, Boksburg.